before I got my license, it was a stroll on the beach. And that is what I truly enjoy, and what keeps me at peace. So long drives, let's see, I'm alone. There's nobody to tell me what to do, what not to do. And it's me, my favorite music. And it helps me get through bad times, or even mostly bad times. I usually go on long drives alone by myself during bad times. And it just calms me down so much, more than anything. So now long drive to a beach, but since here, no beach or anything. But if I'm in Cochin, it's usually long drive to a beach. And Cochin these days, I mean, if you've been to Cochin, you know how dreadful the beach is. I mean, forget peace and calm. It stinks, there's garbage all around, and you completely lose your mind if you're in a beach. It's a long drive to a church. So that is my Valentine all 365 days. Thank you. Trying to give this to someone, is it? Oh.
Thank you. Okay. So while you were talking, Neetu, I was just remembering a Punjabi song. I don't know if people have heard about it. Traffic signal.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So the wording goes as "Asi jithe javange, gaddi modange." So that's enough dedication for you. Okay. So can we take one more, or we should stop here?
We could take one more.
Sure.
Just one.
Let me pass it on. Thank you. Vivek, you would like to start?
Again.
So I love taking pictures, and for me, many photographers say they like to take portraits or landscapes. I just like clicking around whatever. My latest work was while I was in a meeting and in Godavari, and I guess some of you saw it on Facebook. It just captured me. I was sitting right in front, and there was this light from behind, and there was a lot of silhouette on what you all have. In fact, there was this plant, there was the conference machine, there was a big wire creating geometry all around. So pretty much anything which catches me, strikes me, I tend to take such pictures, and it gives me a lot of sense of achievement where I do it. I mean, much more than probably anything else. Once I am able to publish a picture, I feel very happy and content inside of myself, and that drives me to keep looking for such things. Mostly try and find beauty in anything that's around you, and that's what in some time in my life, if I'll be able to take it forward, I'd also like to extend it to probably extend my photography services to people, to society who would probably not able to afford it, and do it for them for no cost if possible. I don't see charity happening around in this area, so I'd like, and if I'm there, I'd like to go into it. Thank you.
That's a great Valentine. So we are done.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. So I hand over the flower to Mr. Toastmasters.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So this concludes the table topic section. We had 4 speakers. First was Vaibhav, second was Annie, third was Neetu, and the fourth was Sujay. So can I have the timing report, please? Everyone was within the...
Everyone was well with it.
Okay, great. So please vote for the best table topic speaker and hand it over to the parliamentarian. Let's move on to the next session. The most important section is the evaluation section, and I'll hand over to the stage to Sujay Harichandran. Sujay, please. Let's go off the stage. Thank you.
We've just reformatted our meeting timings a little. So with the new format, I'll do my address at the end, and I'll start calling my evaluators one at a time. So first we'll have the speech evaluator. So for the first speech, for Vivek's speech, we have Rahul. So Rahul,
5 today. Vivek, congratulations. A great project and done so brilliantly. To start with, the way you came up on the stage, one of the best starts I've ever seen. It was so natural, and you know, this inflicting self-damage by saying that it's a boring speech, you actually kind of catch the audience's attention immediately. It also brings a sense of humor, so the start was amazing. Moving forward, the voice quality, brilliant voice quality, so audible, so loud, so clear. And the topic you chose was perfect for the project. And the format was more about questions and answers that allows a lot of emotions to come into, a lot of facial expressions, gestures, etc. Right from anger, despair, sadness. I think the topic allowed every emotion to come into. And the preparation which I saw was great. I think this is something all of us can also take a leaf from Vivek. And in our projects, if we can put this much of preparation, I think all the projects will be delivered so beautifully. The speech organization and flow overall were done very well. Right from the start to the end, there was a continuous thread which was going on. And that allowed the audience to listen to your speech in a very easy manner, and they could take the message very easily. Some recommendations. Because the topic was so brilliant and it allowed a vast range of emotions to come into, I think you could have allowed yourself some more freedom. For example, there were statements like when the Prime Minister was, the face turned frown. When the Prime Minister asked you a question, are you going to ask the same question to me again? And when you said, I am the citizen, so I can ask. So there were opportunities. When you said, I am the citizen, there was an opportunity to show assertiveness. When you said, are you going to ask me the same question, despair could have come into. When face turned frown, sadness could have been displayed. I think those opportunities were missed. And there were a lot of whys. The whys allow you to show anger and passion. Again, that was an opportunity we could have cashed into. I thought that somewhere you were holding your emotions. That may be because of the fact that you have not given many speeches, and that does not allow you to be yourself at this stage. So this is something I think if you practice more, naturally your emotions will flow. The usage of podium was very limited. That could have been improved. And the hands were clasped, I think, almost all the time. So even though your voice was sending a message of a lot of confidence and enthusiasm, the hands were betraying that. So as a listener, I was getting both the vibes of being nervous and at the same time of being passionate about what you were talking about. Overall, still, I would say the topic selection was amazing. The title was very catchy. The start was, again, really congratulate on the start. It was very, very natural. And the preparation which you have put in is really, really great. I would just say that if you allow yourself more freedom on the stage, a lot of great speeches are going to come. Congratulations.
Can I have David now for another speech?
Thank you. Very good afternoon again, and especially good afternoon to Sumit. Sumit, I really liked the way you delivered your speech. This was a folk story, and one secret that I am going to share today is that throughout all those modules which I have taken till now, I have never dared of taking a storytelling manual because it's so difficult. So great, I'd like to thank you and congratulate you for taking this manual and taking us through a so good story. The way I liked your story was you took us to a childhood. You gave all those things, fighting, playing pranks with brothers and sisters, then doing this, that with our grandparents, which is so very evident the way you spoke. Your introduction was very good. The way you slowly took us to your story and you introduced your character in your story. Then I come to the body. You gave a vivid description of the birds, the spiders, the rodents, and the villagers, and the voice modulation that was also there in your speech. So you had a very good introduction, a body, and all you needed was a very good conclusion with a good message, which was also there in your story. Now, I found that your story was, you're such a senior speaker and there's so little when, while evaluating your speech. A small suggestion I'll say is that if there was a presentation giving, all those a drought condition, Lord Indra, a small girl, small radins here and there, some kind of that could have made us to visualize your speech even more in a better way. And use of hand gestures and voice modulation. Yes, those were there in your speech, but those could have been used even more in your speech. Because when small rodents are passing here and there, I am just looking here and there where a rodent, small cat. So that voice modulation and hand gesture and use of body could have been brought in your speech. But altogether, I really liked your speech, the way it was delivered in a proper manner, and a very good message that was delivered at the end. Because when I'm delivering a story, I cannot just end it. I need to give something for the audience to take back. So that was there. So great job, Sumit, and really like to hear you the very next time. Thank you.
Could you just stay back and continue with your grammarian? I'm sorry, a scene with grammarian. I'm sorry. A scene with grammarian matrix.
Please vote in the meeting.
No, you have to come here for this one.
Thank you.
Me too.
Actually, my grammar is not that good. I could not find much mistakes. I could find only 2 mistakes in Balkeet's. Once you said that let me call Smith's evaluator, and you used word his evaluator, so you could have used her. Apart from that, I could not find any other mistake in anybody's speech.
So we have timer.
We have 5 more minutes, so you can.
And otherwise, all these speeches were on time and all the evaluations were on time?
Evaluations, Rahul took 4 minutes.
Seated for this.
They will share as well. Right.
In that case, you don't need a voting for the evaluation.
So, Pallab, could you get your outcome? Sure.
First of all, I would like to thank everyone for making my life easy. There were very less R's, ums and fillers which were used. And to add to it, I was so engrossed in today's speeches that I at times forgot to note down the R's and ums. To start with, Malkeet used 7 R's and ums and 4 repetitions were there. Vivek used 2 R's and ums with 2 repetitions. Sumit, I could just recognize 1 repetition. I was so engrossed in her speech. No R's, ums or fillers from Piyush. Pretty commendable. Any used 2 R's, ums and 3 like. Seems like is her favorite word. Neetu used 1 Sujay used 5 R and ums. And there were few extra usage of word in. Rahul used 2 R's and ums. And that's all. Thank you.
Vaibhav, on your parliamentary.
The meeting went on with good efficacy. We will maintain the sanctity of the meeting, except for the ringing phone and an uninformed exit. And I would really like to congratulate Neetu on using good gestures for timer, keeping with the theme of the meeting. Red, yellow, those. That's it. Thank you.
So, I'll try to be as efficacious as possible. And how much time?
We have
Right. So, how I'll do is I'll start with the thing that hit me most is that we've tried to crunch this into 1 hour, and that requires all of us to be here on time. you know, when we've taken a big step and said that we'll have 3 speech slots, so we had to start at 12:30 today. You know, 1 hour is a real crunch. We've all had meetings where we've started from 2 hours to 1.5 hours. We started almost 8 minutes late. It's not acceptable. We will stick to 1 hour, and we should make use of all of it, right? So that's there for all of us. I'll directly jump into the speeches. Vivek, you had a few hanging sentences where you once mentioned face turned, and then you said frowned. So you either say frowned or you say face turned to an adjective or a color, right? And again, so many pessimism in the country is putting in so much instead of many for much. And again, as it was a body language speech, you could as mentioned earlier as well, you could try to incorporate and use the stage as much, right? One example that I can give you is you had 2 characters. One was you yourself, and then it was Prime Minister. So whenever there was role play happening, you could take different sides of the stage and do that instead of standing and delivering as the same person. So the small things that you can do which will actually contribute to body language more, right? Apart from that, very clear speech with good flow, so good job on that amazing speech, and it was a pleasure to listen. Kudos. To Sumit's speech, again, a great story, and the best point, the highlight was it had a message, and the objectives it mentioned as vividly as you would to kids, and kids always look for morals and a message at the end of the story, so it was easily out of a moral storybook, so kudos on that. Devaditya also touched this, but the tone for different characters was not probably modulated as well. For example, the angry Indra or the not angry Indra sounded same, or the king for that matter. And also, I mean, it would be amazing, and I think if you could mimic when you do a parrot or a cat as a character, and as Devaditya mentioned, if you could mimic it around for kids to be more involved, because the objective had that. Apart from that, amazing, good job, and good luck with the very difficult storytelling. Thank you. Piyush, amazing concept of doing a musical chair and sorts, and getting Toastmasters table topics done. It's never been done before, so good on the ideas, and I guess it went very well. On the table topics as such, all of us were very safe, I'd say. We didn't go to our extents that we normally do in our session of table topics. I don't know, Devaditya is not too intimidating. we tend to become more dramatic in our sessions, and it was a very flat session, I would say, from all the speakers. Neetu, there's just one specific pointer for you. You came here and you lost almost 10 to 15 seconds in talking to Piyush or about what we should probably not try to do. So why I'm saying this is there is a contest coming up, and such things might cost us the game there, right? So we should probably stay on the top of our game and do well there, right? Apart from that, I guess I'm left with Rahul. In your evaluation, you tend a good job that you use CRC as command, recommend, and command. So that's a good recommended way. It's not a rule, but it's a recommended way of doing it. But you tend to use you a lot while giving an evaluation. Now I understand that you know Vivek outside of this room and for years as well. So that's what happens, and this is a feedback for us as club members that we do not go outside. So imagine that you're giving it to a stranger, you've seen them for the first time, you know only them for 10 minutes. And then when you start saying you a lot, I'm sure Vivek did not even notice that you mentioned you a lot. But when you've known them only for 10 minutes and 7 of them was when that person was speaking, a lot of you will not go very well with the person. So try to construct your comments around I would have liked to see it like this, I appreciated the way you did this, etc. Right? About that. I guess now I'm left with Malki on a very good positive start, and again of introducing an element of coming in. with the rose and exchanging roses on Valentine's Day, very relevant, amazing to hold on to the theme at that way. I've just one recommendation for you too. It's on the preparation side. You need to know these speech titles, even if the speaker is not given it to you, at least before the meeting. And it's a good thing to follow the introduction protocol of speaker name, speech title, and speaker name. I'll just give you an example of an impact. For example, our area governor, he was the contest chair at the area level last time for the contest. And in his example, he mentioned, for example, if I were to introduce myself and my speech title was President of India, I'd say Devaditya, President of India, Devaditya. Right? So you know that's the impact you have. So that's how you could use it, and that's the reason you have these programs. So let's try and stick to it. Otherwise, kudos, you checked it. You have all your checkboxes ticked, and amazing job for doing it for the first time in such a good way, in a very smooth fashion. Thank you, guys. I give it back to you, Toastmasters.
Thank you, Vijay. Good job. So as we don't have much time. So and there's an announcement. Please do vote for the role players.
Best role players.
So we have for the role play we have grammarian, timer, counter, parliamentarian, and the Toastmaster. Right. So I'll hand over the stage to President for the closer. Table topic master is also So table topic master is also for the role players. Please do vote for it.
It's voting done, we're still voting, counting the votes, right?
For the role players.
Yeah, so while that voting comes to place, Neetu, would you like to choose who would want to just do a quick word about the 1+1 membership program? Yeah. While we do just sort the votes.
Fine.
Yeah.
So 1+1 membership is like a new scheme that has come in Toastmasters International. When you add a new member in your club, there's a small link that comes about giving a sponsor, right? So sponsor basically means is any one of you can be a sponsor for that. Sponsor basically is a person who is like bringing that particular member to your club. So anyone can be a sponsor. So when your club reaches a particular number of sponsors, you get some goodies from Toastmasters that can be some discounted coupons or something like that, with which you can purchase some manuals or something from Toastmasters. So and Toastmasters is also going to give certain prizes to the best club in the area or in the division or something like that. So
every member needs to sponsor a person, right?
It's not every member. Yeah, the maximum number of members.
Every member,
yeah.
The total number
but
of members?
a particular member also can sponsor a lot of newcomers.
It will be taken as a club, as a whole.
Right.
Yeah. So if we go really well with it, it also entails, I think, comes to the price of $250 worth of educational prizes and stuff being sent over to the club. $250, got it.
Okay, so
We sorted?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we conclude?
Right.
Talk for the closer of the meeting. Yeah. Okay, I'm hand overing the stage to Sumit Sharma.
Yes.
Yeah. Before I do announce the results, Mehnaz, can we have a quick introduction as to what you do here and how did you find the meeting today?
So I'm Mehnaz. I joined Pitney Bowes about a year ago. In fact, in January last year, and this is I'm working with the Keystone team and Toastmaster. I have known Toastmaster for almost 10 years. Always wanted to join it. I was in US before this, before joining Pitney Bowes, and Toastmaster was around the block going on somewhere or other. I was in seniors, but never had a chance to really join. And since the time I joined here, the project was in such a condition that every time on Thursdays there would be a meeting. And so now I had a word with Sumit, and I said, just inform me when is the next Toastmaster. I will do whatever. I'll just try and come here, especially because the time frame has been reduced to 1 hour. So here I am. Hopefully I'll be able to join it as a proper member, and learn from it.
Great. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm glad to hear that the effort we invested into making it shorter is turning out in effective results. Yeah. So great job on that. Let me invite David. We don't have certificates today, but we'll have a picture with all those who made it to the best slots. The best table topic goes to Sujay. Congratulations. Best evaluator standing next to me. He will stay back. We'll have a quick picture. The best role player goes to Piyush. And the best speaker standing center. Thank you. Can you have a picture?
Sure. Smile, please.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you everyone. We'll be meeting next Thursday, the fourth Saturday of this month, fourth Thursday of this. And before, just very quick one before we leave, David is here also to talk about our next competitive series. The contests are really close by. We might just think of, people who are really keen, think of having a quick boot camp as to what it brings and how do we prepare for it. So start running around with your projects, and the P6 criteria is important.
Minimum P6 for international contest.
For table topics, there is no project criteria. So I'm assuming everybody's contesting for table topics, right? So Vivek will invite competition.
Yeah, so I'll do that. No problem. But if anyone, Rahul, would you like to be Toastmaster next time?
I was thinking we will be 7 next time.
7.
And also, I'd really like you to visit other clubs in the vicinity.
Yeah.
Because this club is so senior, 1.5 years right now. So you people can go to other clubs, OSS Cube, Barco, which is just near the corner. So, Barco Electronics. That's in sector 63.
Yeah, right in front of
Mamura
Charaha Square. आगे जाओगे तो left में.
Okay, Reliance और काफी आगे.
Reliance और आगे.
Okay.
When do they hold their meeting?
They have their meetings on 1st and 3rd Thursday.